Please like the video, subscribe to the channel and click the bell notification for instant updates.
Hello all, welcome to Free Tree Family. Today we're going to talk about if and nested if function. So let's see what we have here. If I enter any positive number like 4 or 16, I'll get the square root here. The minute I enter a negative number, it says only enter positive number. So this is what we're going to do first. Second, we're going to accomplish something like this. The person has to enter the correct name, which is George, and the correct password, which is 123. Welcome 123 to actually get the welcome. If he enters the wrong password, it says you have entered wrong password. If the name itself is wrong, then still it says only George is allowed. Even if I enter the correct password, it says this, right? So this is what we're going to accomplish using nested if and a normal if. Okay, let's jump to the video. So just a short explanation how if and nested if works. So if works by having a condition, and once the condition is met, you have an action 1. If it is not met, an action 2 is implemented. This is a very simple basic if function. A nested if function is a bit more complex, where you have a condition 1, and then if it is yes, then you may have a condition 2, and then if there is yes, you may have an action 2, and then and then if it is no, then it can be action 3. If condition 1 is not met, you can have an action 1. Now this one obviously can be replicated across many levels. This is just one level. You can have a condition 3 here, or condition 4 here, condition 5 here, and so on. You can make this network even as much complicated as you want. There's no constraints to how much conditions you want inside this. So the basic function of a if is something like this. You type is equal to if the logical test, which is what we have here, condition, and then what to do if it is true and what to do if it is false. That is, what to do if it is true is what is given here, what to do if it is false is what is given here. So yes and no, these two are what you have to give. All right, okay, so let's jump to the examples. So before I go on here, I should explain one function called square root, SQRT, in Excel, which allows us to calculate the square root of numbers. So for example, if I have a number of 4, I want to calculate the square root. I have a function called SQRT, and if I select this number, it's going to return 2. That's the square root of 4, right? This works perfectly fine for positive numbers. But the minute I enter a negative number, it displays an error. So I don't need the Excel to display an error. So I need to avoid that. So I need to first do the checking if the number entered by the user is positive, and then if it is positive, I want to use the SQRT. All right. So let's do that. So I'm going to press is equal to if. So I'm going to select the number is greater than 0. That is the condition. The condition is the entered number has to be greater than 0. So if it is greater than 0, then we got no problem. So that is SQRT this number. So you can calculate the square root. If it is false, it means the number entered is actually less than 0. Then we have to display an error message. So I have to display please enter positive number. So if I enter 4 here, it displays 2. If I enter -1, it displays please enter positive number. It's a very simple if. All right. Okay. So now the second example we saw is having the correct username, in this case George. So if the George username is given correctly, then we have to check if the password is entered correctly. If these two are entered correctly, then we have to display welcome. If the username itself is wrong, then we have to display only George is allowed. If the username is right and the password is wrong, we have to say display wrong password, so that George has one more chance, a few more chances to enter the correct password. All right. The set password is welcome 123. The set username is George. So let's see how to do this one. So we have to first go to is equal to if. What is the first logical test? We have to check the username. So we have to select the username is equal to George, comma, value if true. So now we have to give a condition once the username is set as George. which is the condition 2, in this case the password. So we have to do the password check now, comma, so another if. Now if this equal to welcome 123. So now we have checked both George, the username, and the password welcome 123. So if these two are true, then we have to display welcome, right? Correct. So now I'm going to display value if false, but this one is inside the second if function. That is, the username is right, but the password is wrong. So we know it is George, but we just know that he has entered a wrong password. So we have to display this one, right? This is right, this is false. So we have to display this one. Wrong password. And we have to close the braces so that the first if function is closed. Now press comma. So this value if false is the very first if condition that we have here. So this no is this one. So this means that the username is actually entered wrong. It is not George. So we have to display to the guy that it is only George who is allowed. So we have to display only George allowed. That works, right? So if we enter George here and a wrong password, it says wrong password. So if I enter any number of items, it's going to say wrong password because it is username is right. If I enter the correct password, welcome 123, it says welcome. Now if I enter the correct password but a wrong username, maybe John, it'll say only George is allowed. So this is a very useful function I use for not this use, but I use for other planning purposes. In fact, we can extend those to multiple levels. You can have 3-4 levels also. Just make sure where you're standing, make a flowchart, preferably with a paper and a pen. At least make a clear picture in mind what logical process you're going to have, and then if you do the actual Excel function, it'll be much better. I hope this was useful. Thank you for your time.